I'm trying to completely automate my professional life. So, what my idea is, so what my idea is to build this repository that automates many processes for me. Currently, I'm talking to you, which is an AI embedded inside of this repository. You have access to all of the files through tool calls, or I can expose them via the context. What I want to do is keep a record in the README of what I'm trying to do and update it with progress as we go. Or maybe it doesn't need to be in the README. Maybe the README should be reserved for just like a description of what's happening, but we need some sort of process file. Because what I want to do is I want just to come into this repository and I want to have the AI take a look at the process file, and then I want to just tell it to continue on. And then based on the prompt and the content that's embedded in the process file, and the process file will elaborate on all the work that we've done in the rest of the repository, so all of the other automations that we've created in the rest of the repository, which you can run, by the way. So I can direct you towards that, and then you can run those files for me as command line, and then you can put in arguments for the functions. And basically what I'm doing is I'm creating a tool library for you to use. As flags, basically what I'm doing is creating a tool library for you to use. So what I want to be able to do is start my workday, come into the repository, point you at that file that has the process and say continue, and then you're going to figure out, well, what do I do next? What do I build? Where do we go? What do we need to deploy? What do we need to do in order to make progress? So I'm just trying to fully automate an economic workflow process with you. I don't really know where that can go yet, but I'll tell you what I've already built. Currently, I'm part of another business, and we have an automated trading agent. So I do like AI and crypto stuff for my other company. And I've just started a new website that's going to be the front for my consulting business. It is essentially an AI booking agent. It's just a chat widget, and when someone comes to the website, the chat widget can tell them all about who I am, and they can ask questions, and the chat widget tries to get their contact information if they're interested in working with me. I'm basically trying to sell consulting and education services. It's called exponential integration. So I suppose one economic engine that I'm trying to develop is driving business into the consulting leads. And then for fully automating that, maybe making educational content, or I don't know, I'm sort of souring on the idea of creating apps and courses and selling those many times. I just feel like AI is really disrupting that, and I feel this like I'm still gonna need to put in hours and work. So yeah, maybe I'm, but I also, with this project, want to find and brainstorm and create things that can just be fully automated income. Things that can be fully automated income. One of the pieces of magic here, though, is that I'm thinking I want to just come into it and say continue and continue and continue, and maybe I can automate that. But there's also sort of a magic of me coming in, and I'm going to follow the whole entire conversation and the whole creation process. And as I'm following it, I'm going to be thinking about it, and I'm going to be nudging the AI, I think, in certain directions that have to do with my interests. So I don't know. We're going to see how it all develops. And then another piece of this is going to be I want to live stream the entire thing to YouTube and then possibly chop that up into shorts. I'm thinking that this can hopefully be my funnel or a funnel into the consulting stuff. And I'm also thinking another way of scaling the consulting stuff is if I can like work with larger and larger companies and bring more humans into the consulting fold. Maybe that's a possibility. I already have a friend and associate who is really skilled with this stuff that could be a really great coach also. So, we could scale that way too. So that's what we're working on. Now, I think that what we first want to do is create a process.md file. In it, I'd like you to elegantly put the entire point of all of this, and I need a sort of meta prompt embedded in there so that I can just show that file to the AI and ask it to please continue, and it will just automatically read that and figure out what to do and start building, and then update the process file after everything has been built and tested. That way we can like keep track of where we are. And I want to tell you what you're looking at here is I've made a small start on creating an email client. So what happens when people book with my AI agent is it sends me an email, and now I'm sort of automating a way that I can plug you into this email client, and this way I can like know all of the people who have sent me emails, and then I can like use you to help me respond to them quickly. let's have a back and forth really before you start writing any code, just so I can see what you're thinking about doing and planning on here. Oh, and also I'm just doing a description for my YouTube stream, so I need a description of this that'd be like compelling to put in my YouTube stream to advertise it on YouTube. Awesome. Let's start with the process file. So we've created the process file here. To Build a system that automates professional workflows, explores potential automated income strings, and stream the core idea is to leverage AI pair programming with me, the AI assistant, in this repository to iteratively develop and manage the system guided by a simple continue command from user. I want to say, please continue. Current state, we have an email client, a basic script, execute, fetch, display, summarize, and potentially respond to emails that tend to manage lead coming from consulting website. Generate consulting. Emails from booking agent are the current input for the email client. Automated trading agent, external system, related to crypto trading, part of another business, not directly integrated here yet. Live streaming, plan is to live stream the development process to YouTube as a potential content marketing funnel. Very good. Available tools, email client, we got to check, recent, summarize, respond. In the respond, we should pass the body as a flag. So please update. Current focus. Establish this process.md file as essential control document review and potentially refine email client to ensure robustly handles incoming leads and integrate smoothly into the plan workflow. I don't think we need to do that yet. I think that's pretty good. Accept that. Yeah, that looks great. Okay, let's check it out. Please continue. We'll see what it just did. please update the process, and next we should move on to brainstorming the next moves. I feel like we're kind of stuck right here. I'm currently streaming, have been for my first 22 minutes. No one's watching it. I've got a little email doodad, but I don't really know where to go from here. For about 20 minutes, and yeah, no one has watched it or anything like that. I don't know if anyone's interested. I'm just feeling a little stuck here and could use your help. Here you can see that you're living as a chat agent inside of a VS Code clone called Cursor. I think the stream would be more engaging if I could have all of your output converted into like an AI voice. How do you think we might be able to do that? Maybe we could use an MCP. Hmm. So for option 2, would I have to highlight the text and fire a keyboard shortcut or hotkey? Hmm. That's cool. So would I just run that Python file, and while it's running, this would happen? Is that the deal? Awesome. Let's do it. We can use the OpenAI text to speech. You should look it up. My OpenAI key is already in the .env. Oh.
Perfect. The AI voice assistant is now running in the background. Here's how to use it during your live stream. The script is now monitoring your clipboard. When you want to hear my response read aloud, simply select Highlight My Text in Cursor. Copy it to clipboard, Control-C. The script will automatically convert it to speech using OpenAI's TTS API. You can customize the voice by editing the voice parameter in the script. The available voices are Alloy, Neutral Voice, Echo, Balanced Voice, Fable, Expressive Voice, Onyx, Deep Authoritative Voice, Nova, Clear Voice, Shimmer, Soft, Warm Voice. This should make your stream more engaging, as viewers can hear my responses read aloud with a natural-sounding voice instead of just seeing text on screen. Is there anything specific you'd like to test with the voice assistant, or any other improvements you'd like to make to increase stream engagement?